Here are 99 details you might have missed in GTA 6 Trailer 2, and some of these will seriously blow your mind. Alright, the first thing I'm gonna talk about here is Jason's freaking body. It's jacked, man, and for the first time, it seems like we will get to flaunt our body after working out those ripped abs. In the same scene, while Jason is flaunting those abs, we meet Brian Hader, the guy who owns multiple buildings and the keys, including the one Jason was busy fixing. According to Rockstar, we know Brian is a big thing, a drug dealer operating in the keys. And he seems to be hiding his empire behind a legal front called Brian's Boat Repairs, which suggests money laundering is actually a thing in GTA 6. In the same scene, you can even spot these guys presumably filling this vehicle with drugs hidden in these containers, suggesting drug trafficking is also a thing, and probably how Brian moves his product in and around the city. Let's get back to the first scene again, because I think there's a hidden message from Rockstar. Let's listen to the first line from Jason.
What you doing up there? We're just fixing some leaks.
Where he talks about fixing the leaks, and a lot of us think this is just Rockstar getting back at the leakers, putting those past leaks to rest. Right after that dialogue, you can actually spot this raccoon in the back, rummaging through the garbage, which is something we saw in the leaked footage, but it's cool to see it officially in the trailer now. In the next scene, we see Jason cruising through his neighborhood, and this woman casually greets him by his name. This means some NPCs are actually gonna know who you are, and they will greet you accordingly. We've never really seen this in a GTA game before, and just makes the whole world feel way more personal. The same woman also seems to own a car, and if you take a closer look, you will see paw prints all over the hood, which tells me car customization is gonna be super detailed, and again, more personal this time around. Then we cut to this scene where Jason's tracking down a local shop, probably doing it for Brian. Now this feels more like a collection job than a robbery. That's likely why Jason isn't even pulling a gun out, he's slapping the poor guy instead. And if you look closely at the cash register in the same shot, there's actually a phone number printed on it with actual Miami area code. I'm pretty sure you guys would rush to dial that number. In the back there, you can also spot this colorful hookah, which kinda confirms there's gonna be more than just beers and cigarettes in the game. And to all of you who said GTA 6 would be woke, there's even more crazy stuff coming later on. Next, we jump to this highway scene, and there's a lot going on. Besides all the different license plates on the trucks, you've got these guys just chilling in the back of a pickup truck. If you had to guess, they're probably hitchhiking. In that same shot, you can see some city repair guys doing their thing on the side of the road. Two of them are just leaning against the repair truck, and there's another dude in the back who's either fixing the railings or maybe is cleaning up. It's hard to tell, but still a cool detail. And then, out of nowhere, there's this massive airplane just whooshing past the highway, flying super low. And that's not something we usually see in GTA, but this is certainly giving us a lot of wild ideas. After that, we get this beach scene where Jason's working out. What's interesting is that NPCs actually stop to admire him. One guy even starts working out himself while his friends are just watching. NPC behavior like this is simply next level. If you zoom in on Jason, you can see he's got AirPods in. This might mean we can finally listen to some music outside of cars, something that was actually rumored for GTA 5 but never made it in. Looks like it's finally happening. And yo guys, we got cats. We already saw a bunch of animals in the first trailer, but now we're seeing even more. There's this cat just chilling on top of an ATM, licking itself. Right across, you can also see this guy buying lottery tickets, and there's an actual display for weekly winners, which means there might be a working lottery system in the game. Perfect for us gamblers. Now this next bit is wild. Cops are doing random checks on what looks like a gang hangout. One cop's patting a guy down, another's pushing an NPC away, and a third looks like he's taking a statement. And here's the thing. Every cop in this scene looks different. Uniforms, builds, and even how they move. That's a huge change from older GTA games, where every officer felt like they were copy-pasted, even in GTA 5. Another leaked feature just got confirmed. Working metro trains. You can clearly see one cruising by with NPCs traveling inside. They can be seen in a bunch of different scenes, including this next one. We will meet another major GTA 6 character, Bay Lux. Rockstar introduced her on their official site as a famous influencer and part of this group called the Dimas. She and her bestie are all about making rap songs, showing up at big parties, and rubbing elbows with the city's top dogs, including Draquan, aka Dre, who used to be in the streets but is now killing it, and Leonardo Onaida's music scene. He seems to be the one backing the demons too. Then there's Booby Ike, who we also saw on Rockstar's website. He owns the Jack of Hearts nightclub, the same one from those GTA 6 leaks back in September. Booby ain't is running clubs though. He's clearly one of the big power players in the city. And now the theory I'm sure you've heard before. Your fans think Jason's an undercover cop. Having seen the trailer now, it only makes me more skeptical. In this scene here, when Jason visits the prison to receive Lucio, the guard says he might have seen him before.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
And Jason kinda agrees.
He might have.
And then in this scene, one of the gangsters also accuses Jason of being a Fed.
Yo, D, this full of Fed?
Jason himself even rocks that Marine shirt that suggests he might have been an army guy in the past. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, cop or not, one thing's for sure, Jason's look gets a major glow up when he meets Lucia. The beard is trimmed, the hair is shorter, looks like we're getting dynamic hair growth and grooming just like in Red Dead Redemption 2. Also, check out that car in the background. It's the same one we saw parked outside Jason's house earlier in the trailer. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Jason's personal ride in the game. Now let's talk about Lucia for a second here. As soon as she walks out of prison, we can see the same ankle monitor we saw in the game's poster. This confirms she's still on probation when the game starts. But even with that ankle monitor, she's not staying clean for long. We see her and Jason robbing a freaking bank. And if you look close, his monitors inside say the building's on lockdown. Now that's new. Maybe the guards and staff there will have the ability to shut the whole building down until help arrives. Or it could be after she loses that ankle monitor after doing community service. As you can see, you're picking up trash from the ground. Maybe that's part of a mission. And if it is, man, that's gonna be one tedious chore to get through. And something else that I found really interesting is this dialogue here. Lucia mentions that Jason broke her nose. Does this mean injuries will be more visual this time around? Like a lot of bruising, swelling, and all of that? That would be sick, to be honest. Then we meet this guy, Cal Hampton, who's basically the Lester of GTA 6, according to Rockstar's description of him at least. He's good with computers and scrapping the internet, and he also seems unhinged a little. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of him in the game. And the bar where we see Cal first, if you pay a little more attention, you can spot this hurricane sign, which kinda suggests we will see hurricanes in the game, or maybe there have been incidents in the past. I don't know if you guys remember that advertisement in GTA 6 trailer 1 for a club called 919, but in this trailer we finally got a look at it, and it's packed. And check out this scene here. It seems like finally might have climbing in GTA. Previous games, all we had was the ability to jump smaller fences and walls, but this time we might get something like climbing up buildings or sliding down windows. But what's more interesting is what the guy says after that scene. And if he's talking about the cops, this means they will get your actual name and where you live, and might even use it to conduct operations or something. Speaking of operations, we might also see full-scale raids in GTA 6. We got a quick tease of it in the first trailer, and now again in the second one. And honestly, they both look like they were from the same raid, it's shot from different angles. But here's the thing, the raid seems to be led by this police officer, and he's definitely giving off corrupt cop energy. Like, the way he talks, bro is shady. No idea who he is yet, but he definitely reminds me of Devin Weston and Tenpenny. And let's talk about combat, because it looks like it's getting a huge upgrade too. Take this scene for example, where Jason literally grabs a guy and slams him into a car. But what's more interesting is that Lucia's got some slick martial arts style moves, and apparently that's all thanks to her dad, who trained her from a young age, according to Rockstar. And it looks like she will have plenty of chances to throw hands, because GTA 6 is bringing in underground cage fights, and from the looks of it, these might be a way to make some serious cash on the side. Also, did you guys notice that car burning in the back? It looks ridiculously detailed. Speaking of burning cars, I know you saw that epic explosion scene. It legit looks like something out of a Fast and Furious movie, but what's even cooler is how the explosion affects each car differently. I mean, that alone tells you how crazy the physics system is gonna be in this game. Then we got NPCs out there doing yoga and going on group morning walks. And honestly, this gets me kinda hyped to see what other random but realistic stuff the NPCs might be doing around the city. But speaking of activities, this trailer has given us a lot to be excited about. Firstly, we saw Jason riding those waves on his jet ski with Lucia hanging on the back, and it looks really fun. But if jet skiing is not really your thing, Rockstar added kayaking too. You can spot this activity on their official site. Speaking of the site, they also confirmed hunting. Seems like it's gonna be limited to Mount Kaluga, this national park area in GTA 6. And yes, Fishing Sim 2 for those who just want to have some chill time and the game. Or if you're into more exotic stuff, there's also scuba diving. But out of all of them, dirt biking looks like the most fun to me. You'll probably be able to go off-road near Mount Kaluga too, so there's quite a bit to do out there. Take a look at this scene. There's a PS controller on the table, and right behind it, a working console. So yeah, we might actually get to play video games inside of GTA 6. Let me know which game you would love to play the most. Maybe GTA 5. Then in this scene here, you can see NPCs actually playing basketball. And if they can do it, I'm pretty sure we will be able to join in too. Rockstar screenshots also confirm we will be able to play pool this time. We've had pool tables in the past, but this time they seem to actually work. And yeah, mini golf is happening too, guys. It's shown in one of the images on the official page, and honestly, it's something fans have been wanting for a while now. Now if we go back to the basketball scene and look to the right, you will spot a guy surrendering to a cop, while another dude, probably his partner I guess, trying to run for it with a cop chasing behind. This is seriously cool, and it feels like GTA 6 is giving us more choices than just violence. And guys, Rockstar also seems to be stepping it up with the action and cinematics. Take a look at this scene here. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, we see the other woman fighting with Lucy at the ledge of this airplane, but this clearly shows that detailed interiors aren't just for buildings anymore. We will get to see interiors of planes and probably cargo ships as well. You've probably seen this one. It's basically Fast and Furious in GTA 6. You're dragging a giant safe behind your muscle car, and it just looks insane. And did you notice how this safe actually damages the road as it drags along? That's like next level attention to detail right there. Let's now talk about this scene real quick. And no, I'm not talking about that booty. Look at that sign. It reads Sinful Sundays. Now if you remember the first trailer, we had Make It Rain Mondays. So yeah, looks like the days of the week might affect in-game events or parties. That's actually kind of awesome. Speaking of parties, we saw tons of those bills flying around near the dancers. But if you actually zoom in on one of those dollar bills, it kind of looks like it has the same president from RDR2 on it. It might be reaching here, but what do you guys think? And guys, this one is super easy to miss, but if you pause at the right moment, there's a poster on the wall that says Hummers and Strummers are performing on. I guess it's August 27th. So does that mean we're finally getting in-game artists doing live shows at bars and clubs? That would be wild. Also, there are tons of smaller details like this across the whole trailer. Let's quickly go through the tiniest ones out there. Of course, I'm gonna start with the reflections, because they are seriously insane this time. We got realistic reflections on car mirrors, water puddles, and look at this. You can even see the reflection from the TV screen onto the photo frame here. This is just insane. How about this scene, where Jason's walking out of the store holding beer bottles? You can actually see the beer sloshing around inside them as he walks. And if you zoom in real close on Jason in this rooftop scene, you will notice sweat literally dripping from his body. Like yeah, the guy's been working hard under the sun, and the game just shows that. Let's not forget the body here. Jason's chest and arms are ridiculously detailed. You can even spot individual hair stands if you pause at the right frame. Same goes for the grass. Take a look at this scene. Those grass blades aren't just a flat texture. They're actually rendered individually and move with the wind. Also, if you take a peek at Jason's house, you will see leaves piling up in the corners near the steps. It's such a small thing, but it makes the world feel more real. One of my favorite little details, you can actually see coins inside the cash register, and they move when the drawer opens. Like, Rockstar's really showing what they're capable of here. Take a look at this image. It seems suntan might actually be a thing in GTA 6. I mean, if you can ignore his pervy beach stares, it really looks like he's got a proper tan going on. Also, here's one more detail from the website you might have missed. See this guy, Raul Batista? He's a major player in the heist world. But here's a cool little detail I noticed. When he's aiming a gun, you can actually see him squinting. And that's a first. Guys, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like there's a disabled person using a mobility scooter. If that's the case, that's a huge step for NPC variety and inclusivity. Now this one's interesting. Check out this truck with a Liberty City license plate. This could mean one of two things. You're either getting visitors from Liberty City, or we actually get a chance to visit there. Either way, that's a wild detail to include. There's also this beach scene where you can see the dust and sand kicking off from the NPC's shoes as they walk. Tiny touch, but it sells the immersion big time. And guys, the Bravado Banshee is back again. And honestly, I love that it's become kind of a tradition now. It's actually been with us since GTA 3. Now take a look at this, guys. We're getting car chases even through the swamps. There's a police cruiser and chopper, probably chasing illegal poachers. And there are a couple of gators peeking out of the water as well. Now let's talk about customizations, because I'm seeing a ton of customizable things in the trailer. Car customizations aren't something new to GTA games. Although GTA 6 seems to be going all in the first trailer, we saw how cars had personalized stickers, decals, vinyl wraps, and even duct tape holding some parts of it together, suggesting every NPC might have different interiors. But in this trailer, we saw a lot more. The exotic wheel caps, rims, and even paw prints, depending if the NPC is a dog person or not, of course. And it's not just for cars, boats are getting the same treatment. Look at this scene behind Cal. There are workers fixing up a boat, which could mean boat customization and maintenance are officially a thing now. And of course, character customization is also getting a major upgrade. We already know about dynamic hair growth, which means you will be able to trim or shave it, change your outfits for events, bulk up or slim down with workouts, basically the most detailed version of yourself yet in a GTA game. Now this might be a stretch, but GTA 6 could have interior customization options as well. Look at this scene here. You can see Jason and Lucia's safe house, with and without tiles, suggesting it could change during the game. Speaking of house customization, we might even get to keep multiple pets in our homes. Lucia and Jason seem to have the snake as a pet, just chilling there in a glass box. We also saw many different kinds of dogs in the trailer, with NPCs walking them out on the roads or carrying them around. We could also see a wild iguana in the trailer, and from trailer 1, we already know iguanas can also be pets, as one of the homeless guys was chilling with one on the road. But I'm more excited to see cats in GTA 6. This makes me wonder if we could have multiple kinds of animals as pets. We even saw ducks just floating around on the river as well. And then there are like 200 different animal species additional to this that we saw in the trailer. Now there's one more thing that I noticed about the characters. Jason, Lucia, and even Cal. Everyone's wearing Brian's merchandise, which suggests they are all connected, maybe even working for Brian, which makes him a big deal. I'm not sure how big of a role other characters are going to play, but the trailer has given us more insight about the story. Both Lucia and Jason seems to be working together for a while now, partnering up on criminal activities before one of them went sideways. Now they're facing a criminal conspiracy that needs them both to work together to make it out alive. And something tells me that a cop guy is going to be one of the major antagonists in this game. Will play a big part in this so-called conspiracy. Moving on, I want to talk about the physics in this game, and to be honest, they are wild. This scene alone shows how incredible the hair physics are going to be. Like, watch her flick those hairs like that. It moves naturally, almost like real life. And not just hair, look at the way her clothes react to movement too. They fold, stretch, and sway with the character's actions. Even the accessories, like this earring, watch how subtly it moves as Lucia just leans forward a bit. It's such a small detail, but it's done so well. Now if you look at Jason's body closely in this rooftop scene, check how it deforms properly as he bends down the stairs. And yeah, we gotta talk about the jiggle physics. There's a lot of jiggle in the trailer, and honestly, it looks so damn realistic. Not that I would know, but hey, for a minute, let's talk about what new things NPCs can do in GTA 6 that they weren't able to do in any other GTA games. Besides playing basketball and taking their pets out for a walk, the NPCs can even sleep now. We saw Lucia waking up Jason from a nap, and in the hookah scene, there's a guy totally passed out. Plus, remember that homeless dude from the first trailer who was drowsing off on the street? In this image here, we can also see NPCs playing catch with a football on the beach. This could also be another random activity that NPCs can do with their friends. Both in trailer 1 and 2, we saw a lot of NPCs taking pictures of interesting things around them, record videos for social media. I don't know who this guy is, but he's also doing a live stream with Jason and Lucia at a party. And just like in the first trailer, we've got another biker squad rolling through the streets of Leonida with their mates. We will see them harassing the residents and the cops in GTA 6 industrial capital Ambrosia. We got a good look at this area in the first trailer, and there seems to be plenty of activities out there. And finally, that sign in the back, it looks really sus, don't you think? Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed. If there are any details I missed, make sure to comment them down below. More than that, I appreciate you for watching, and I hope to see you once more before GTA 6 drops. See ya. Bye.